Save the last one. Fog Entertainment back. Episode 3 of Season 2 of The Walking Dead. And Shane goes on a wee bit of a rampage here. At the start of the episode, he shaves all his hair off. But is this a look forward to something? Because he had to return to Deus unless he did it in the school bathrooms. Didn't he?
Yes.
Yes. And then we kick back to the actual episode. We see Laurie and Rick discussing about Carl. It's not looking good. He's getting weaker and weaker, and so is Rick because he's pumping blood into Carl. God damn it, we need more blood transfusions.
Rick tells a story about Shane, how Shane stole the principal's car and he took it for like a 3 mile, what do you call those things?
Joyride?
Yeah, joyride. And then he managed to get back in time to get in school and finish his sandwich. I mean, I think the moral point of the story was
Shane can run.
Yeah, Shane can get things done, so don't worry, he'll get the equipment that Carl needs. But I mean, what's it really?
Difference between
then Rick's
a free run back compared to running with shit on your back, guns, and fucking flesh-eating zombies after you.
But Rick's like, you've heard this story a million times. I know. Why are you telling it again then, Rick? I mean, if she's heard it a million times,
I know.
Why don't you tell a news story? Why don't you tell like the story of how Carl got shot? You know what I
It
mean?
was good this because it like transitioned into Otis and Shane running through the school, and they managed to climb up into this thing in the high school gym. We cut to Daryl. He wakes up. Well, I say wakes up. He's already awake. He can't sleep because Carol's sobbing. He's like, "Fuck it, Dale. I'm away to search for Sophia." Andrea's like, "I'll join you." So basically, the whole group here can't be arsed with this money bitch crying. Now, my problem with this is, why isn't she the one volunteering?
As soon as Daryl says, "I'm gonna go and look for her," she stops crying and like looks up.
I know, fuck
say
her.
Like, "Thank you." And then I think Dale says he was going to come along as well, but Andrea says, "No, you stay here and look out for." Why is Carol not staying here? It's my daughter. I'm going to go and have a look.
And I don't want any of these excuses, right? Of, oh, she's a woman and all this that. But why is Andrea stepping up? Not even her kid. I know. From at this point, Andrea's far more stronger woman than Carol. But your daughter's missing in the woods. Is that not the time to step up?
I know. Step up and take names and.
Oh, but I'll tell you when the time to step up is. The time to step up is when 2 of your members have an illness and you just fucking decide to burn both.
Murder them.
Oh, but that's character development, innit? The fucking show shit. Admit that shit. Your daughter goes missing, you don't step up, but 2 people get an illness, they get fucking COVID 2.0, and you burn them to death. What?
I don't know.
People say Carol develops over time. It's a load of See, in season 3, she's still the same shitebag. Lets T-Dog get ate, Axel gets shot, shits her fucking knickers, right? Into season 4, she kills those 2.
Yeah, she gets sent away, and then before...
She comes back 2 days later, and she's fucking G.I. Joe.
Yeah, G.I. Jane.
I know, but G.I. Jose. And then in episode 5 of season episode 1 of season 5, she wipes out a full fucking place by herself.
Right, enough spoilers.
Fuck her, she's pish. I hope she fucking dies. Daryl,
she's not died yet. Like,
we'll cover a bit more of the Daryl stuff here. They find this walker hanging up.
No, first of all, Daryl's telling stories about. Andrea doesn't think they're going to find the kid. She asks Daryl, and Daryl goes, "Yeah, I think we're going to find her." Daryl tells a story of how Meryl was in juvie and his dad was out in a big bender and Daryl was out in the woods and he got lost and he had to wipe his ass with poison ivy because he was lost in the woods.
And his ass got itchy.
And he got back after like 2 weeks and he was starving. The first thing he did was go into the kitchen and make himself a sandwich. But he had an itchy ass, was the moral of the story. Andrea was laughing. Daryl didn't appreciate her laughing at his itchy ass.
Yes, and he says that Sophia could be sitting in some farmhouse, maybe, potentially, in a shed.
They then come across a zombie hanging from the tree. He says, "Got bit, world turned to shit, may as well quit."
Nice wee quote.
Yeah, nice wee
Shakespeare.
quote. Problem is that the zombie is hanging from like a tree branch and its entire legs have been like chewed off. Daryl pointed this out. Andrea was sick. He said that was revenge for laughing at his itchy ass. But Daryl says that he killed himself and was stupid and didn't realise that you have to destroy the brain not to turn. And then all the walkers chewed his legs. But have we not seen that walkers don't chew other walkers? They only chew stuff that's living.
Yeah, but I guess when he killed himself, maybe I don't know. I know what you mean, but maybe when he killed
No,
himself,
let's
he
not.
still registers still as a normal person because he's not turned yet. Like I bet you walkers would have still let Amy after she died of blood loss, even though she was bit.
No, I do give him.
But how long was he hanging there?
But yeah, I think he was isolated in the fucking forest. I mean, what's the chances of walkers? Plus, he wouldn't have been moving. He'd have been dead. So what was the chances of walkers finding him? Not making any noise. He's not. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, very true. To be honest, I do get where you're coming from, but yeah. And then Andrea's like, right, one question. Arrow for a question. You shoot the walker, put me to his misery if you answer the question. What's the question?
Do you still want to live? Do you want to die? Or do you want to live?
I want to live!
Andrea basically gives a half answer about how she doesn't know, but she's like getting there. Daryl goes, not much of an answer. Waste of a bullet. And he was 100% right. Like, fucking was a waste there. Not bullet, like arrow. Then he puts the walker at his misery. Daryl's willing to leave it. He said, nah, he ain't hurting nobody. And it's kind of true. Like, I mean, no, I don't get this. See this whole, we don't want them turning into a walker. But if they don't know. See, from the finale at season 1, it pretty much explains that you're not the same person anymore.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't even know that you're wandering about as a walker.
And this arrow could come in fucking crucial at some point.
I know, but I don't even view it as cruel.
No, because it's not the same person. Yeah, I know, it's a load of shit. Talking of walkers though, Otis and Shane are absolutely surrounded. They're standing on like this big shelf thing in the gym. Otis comes up with a plan that he'll run to the door while Shane jumps down and goes out the window.
Well, actually, first of all, Shane comes out with a plan that they go out the windows, but Otis says, my fat ass ain't fitting out that window.
Yeah.
Do you even remember any of this shit?
I do.
Aye, well, sorry, then cover it.
Aye.
Right.
So Shane goes, we'll go through that window. I was like, have you seen the size of my fat ass? I ain't fitting through no window. I'll fit through the door. Even fitting through the door.
He's like, I'll go down there. They've got windows, more my size. So aye. Otis then takes a couple of shots, jumps off the ledge, the frame, and this looks like a pretty big jump. And I'm not sure a guy Otis's weight would take this jump well. Yes, he does fall after he jumps, but this looked like about a 6-foot jump. And
Fuck
for me,
more, because the walkers are doing that.
And yeah, for me, someone of Otis's size,
this is at least 9 feet.
I don't think someone of Otis's size would take that jump well. You think of the upper body weight he's got coming down on his legs. I just don't think that's a good.
Add guns and shit he's carrying.
His backpack on it. There's one zombie that grabs onto him. It's like got no legs. It's kind of like stuck to this like
table
bed or something.
No, not bed. It's the lunch table.
Lunch table. It's dragging it along and it's about to bite him, but Shane shotgun. Manages to get a shot off. Otis gets up. Shane continues to take out some walkers, and Otis then runs down the hallway, creating a diversion. Shane goes up the stairs, gets out the window, but a couple of zombies follow him.
So he shoots one of them in the chest, and that's the one that attacks him at the window.
I don't think it is. I think there was a third one he didn't see.
You sure?
Yeah, because when he shoots it, it falls over off the balcony.
It falls back, hits one, and the one flies off the balcony. Not the one he shoots falls off the balcony. Did you watch the episode?
Did watch the episode actually.
The one he shoots falls. Maybe he did miss one.
I thought there was a third one. Shane then breaks the window, throws the stuff out. He's climbing out the window, and the next minute, zombie fucking grabs him. He's hanging there. A few punches to the zombie, and honestly, could his hand have went any closer to the zombie's mouth? It was almost like he was fucking punching this thing in the mouth.
Yeah.
And that's just, I just don't like see how often they strike zombies. Like, you would get cut. You would get, you know what I mean, your finger would get sliced in a tooth or something. It would happen.
Like, I can accept, right, the scratches thing, like, because they can grab you, and it's like kind of debatable if that turns you or not. But if a bite turns you, right, and you're punching them. See if I punch myself in the face with my mouth wide open with my teeth out, your hand is going to be sliced in some form.
Yeah.
Especially, and this is full on punches Shane's got, because he's hanging out a window and it's holding on to him.
And Walker's
so his full weight's behind the punch.
And Walker's fucking mouths are always open because they're trying to eat.
And bone is sharp.
Yeah, so I mean it just whatever. Then Shane finally gets a gun out, shoots it. He drops off.
Twists his ankle.
Yeah, twists his ankle. Doesn't quite snap it, but he twists it. Then he manages to get up. He can barely walk, but then he hears a gunshot, so he figures out that Otis is still alive.
Otis is still alive, and yes, and then we cut to Laurie and Rick. They go into the other room. Oh, Herschel and they're doing the procedure, doing all the good stuff, and then she's like, "Is it even worth it, Rick? Should we be doing this? Look at this life, running day to day, brother." And Laurie basically saying here we should just let Carl die after literally Rick's pumped half his blood into him. Herschel stayed up about fucking 15 hours just to keep him alive, and Shane and Otis were on a death mission, and she just like, fuck it, give up.
Rick woke up fucking in a hospital bed and did everything he could to find his family.
She's almost complaining about how long Otis and Shane are taking, rather than looking at the fact that, oh fuck, maybe they're dead or fucked.
I just
hate this bitch.
See if the roles are reversed and Laurie's the one giving him blood. I don't even think Rick's there at this stage.
He's in there.
I think as soon as Rick, like, where'd they go? And be like, right, give me a map. Where is it? I'll go and find them.
Exactly, but here, I mean, what Laurie, and then like Carl wakes up, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm back on, keep him alive," and then he starts having a seizure. They pin him down, he's alright, passes out again. But we need those appliances.
But can we just be honest, right? I know we say they're useless and all that stuff, Carol and Laurie. But can you not argue that The Walking Dead was more realistic in the first couple of seasons? Because I genuinely believe this is the way it would be. For me, it would be very, very unrealistic if Laurie says, "Nah, Rick, you stay here with Carl. I'm going to go and save the day," and she takes 10 shotguns up and, you know, just wipes out all the... Imagine Laurie goes up and wipes out all the zombies and saves Otis and Shane.
There's a way of doing it, though. She doesn't need to go on fucking commando, like, but I mean, I think you'd fucking at least go in and help.
No, I get, no, I...
But like the way Andrea went with Daryl carrying her fucking pistol. She's not overbooked there. Done right.
Yeah, but do you see what I'm saying?
No, I do see what you're saying, but
whereas
it's also unrealistic the fact Carol went from this to what she is.
Have you not noticed in the early days of any sort of dangerous missions, it was men that went on it?
Yeah.
Whereas in later seasons of The Walking Dead, they wouldn't even they'd look past the whole fucking gender thing.
Yeah, and as this is going on though, Glenn and T-Dog arrive, Maggie comes out and meets him on the porch. Glenn's like, "We met in the forest, you were on the horse." T-Dog then explains to me, wasn't bit, he sliced his arm on a car door, he gets his wound looked at here, it's disinfected and treated, so big T-Dog's on the mend, isn't he?
Aye, T-Dog, he's gonna survive!
And then as this is going on,
or at least like, another episode.
Herschel's like, "Fuck it, we need to operate on Carl," they agree to it.
Carl wakes up, actually, Carl wakes
up. Talked about that?
No, we haven't.
I just did! I talked about he had a seizure and shit.
Did you actually?
Yes, where have you been?
I must have zoned it.
Aye, you must have.
So he woke up and said, "Oh, the deer!" Did you speak about that?
Yes, he woke up and said about the deer. And then
Rick's like, "Oh, we can't kill him. His first thoughts was the deer, Laurie. The deer."
Absolute retarded logic. So what he could have woke up to and went, "Shinsuke Nakamura." And then what Rick's
Pathology.
Pathology.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking kill him. But as they're about to operate, they hear a horn. I don't know if it was a horn.
Beep, beep.
Shane shows up. But it's only Shane.
Yeah, it's only Shane, so...
He's like...
Herschel's like, "Otis?
He's gonna cover me, man. I look back.
And I look back, man. He says, go, and I look back, and they keep coming, and they get him, and nothing I can do. I'm sorry, Rick.
It's okay, we don't care. And then Herschel, very selfish, is like, fuck it, don't tell Patricia until the surgery.
I need her for this operation. I mean, I refuse to believe, right? And well, maybe he lied, but I refuse to believe, right, that when he goes in with equipment, she doesn't turn and say, "Oh, did Otis get back okay?"
I know, because she knows the equipment's with those two.
Unless Herschel went and went, "Yeah, nice."
Like, I'm under no illusion.
He's sitting out there eating a few cheeseburgers.
I'm under no illusion, right, that it's best not telling her if you want this surgery go to successfully. But it's the way he delivered it. It was like fucking stab in the back. It was like, fuck Otis and Patricia, let's just say nothing till we get this done. Wasn't it?
Aye.
Herschel, big shite bag.
Well, Patricia's gonna die anyway, so what's the point of fucking...
But then it flashes back to what actually happened. Shane and Otis are running.
Yeah, so
they're limping.
Yeah, we
their
see
way out the city or wherever they are. Town.
City, fucking school, hospital.
It's a fucking town.
It's a school.
It's a town.
Don't talk piss. It's a school, mate.
They're in a town. They get out of the school, then they're in a town. Yes or no?
I don't think so.
So you think when they're running down that road, that's still the school?
Aye, I do.
How big's this school, mate? It's clearly a town.
Alright, okay.
It's clearly a town. They're hobbling down the road. They're shooting their bullets. Shane's like, "I've only got one left." Otis is like, "I've only got one left. It's no looking good." Shane's like, "Go on without me, man." Otis is like, "No, I ain't leaving you behind." Great. This is fucking great. Star power. Wasn't it? Teamwork makes the dream work.
No, he'd 4 left in the chamber, and Otis had 3.
Yeah, then they used them.
Aye.
That's what I'm saying. I said they were firing back and they used them, then they only had 1 each. They were talking about that.
You're all over the place. Shane's against the fence. Zombies are coming in front of him. They're behind him at the fence. They're sticking their hands through. Shane thinks he's done, but boom, Otis from like in a distance shoots, headshot, boom, zombies doing. Otis like, come on, I thought I'd lost you. Shane gives Otis a bag. They're both running. The zombies are catching. Shane's got the fucking dodgy ankle. Shane tells Otis to go on without him, but Otis says, no, I ain't leaving you behind, man. Then Shane asks him how much bullets he's got left, which I thought originally when it first happened, he's just curious to know, right, how many more walkers can we take down? But after seeing what happens, it's obvious that he referred it to plan B, and that he was asking how many bullets he had because he needed to know.
I'll
when
wait
he was
till you're
running.
empty, mate. I'll shoot you.
Yeah, so I think Otis said he had like 3 left, and Shane said he had 4. They shoot off 3 each, and then Shane turns around and he says to Otis, I'm sorry. And Otis kind of looks at him a bit puzzled, then Shane shoots Otis in the knee. Otis goes down. Shane tries to grab the bags off him. Otis manages to grab onto Shane's hair. Shane's like beating up Otis here.
I didn't realise how awkward the struggle was. It lasted about a good 40 seconds.
I actually feel really bad for Otis here. Shane is punching Otis, striking Otis, trying to get away from him, trying to get him off him. Otis is like refusing to let go. And see, at this stage, it's like, I don't know if Otis is even thinking about this because he's just been shot, but see, by holding on to Shane, all you're really doing is taking this guy down with you.
Yeah, the guy who just fucking killed him.
Yeah, I know, but would you...
Well, would you just let him go?
No, I'm not saying I'd let him go, but I mean, do you know what, like, should it not be, fuck, I need to do something here? I know he's been shot, like, but...
Where can he go? He was already fucked without being shot, now he's been shot, where's he going?
like, fucking road in the street or something, I don't know.
No, but realistically, right, Shane should shoot him in the head, but for drama purposes, he shot him in the leg, yes or no?
Nah, I think it's because maybe the walkers wouldn't go for him if he wasn't moving.
No.
What do you mean, no? Well, why? What do you think? Shane's a sick bastard then that just wanted him to be alive?
Could have shot him in the neck then. He'd have died quickly, but he still would have been alive as he hit the deck. Killed him in the head, he'd been dead straight away.
Do you think he thought that much about it? Fuck me.
Well, he clearly did. He's like, how many bullets you got left?
I know.
10 minutes
I don't think he was fucking putting effort into fuck what body limb should I shoot here. You know what I mean?
Like, if he shoots him in the head, all the walkers still go to him.
There's no proof of this.
What about that walker? It was just got hung in this episode.
Yeah, but that's why I said that. I even said I don't think that makes any sense.
I think walkers go for stuff because they were just chasing it. As soon as they see the first one hit the deck, they're going to go for it regardless.
Not really. I mean, any time they've been eating stuff, it's been moving. The horse was moving. Everything's been moving.
What about the deer that Daryl shot in like episode 3 when he got introduced and it was eating that? Deer was dead.
How do you know the deer? Maybe the deer was limping.
I limping deer. Fuck off, mate. Point is, Shane killed Otis and I felt really bad about it.
Yeah, eventually Shane manages to punch him. He gets off him. Shane then grabs the bags, runs back, and then the walkers jump on top of Otis. And I mean, it's a big meal for the walkers, and they just start eating him alive, tearing his flesh away. And for me, this was hard, man. I actually like Otis, so this was
really good character in 2 episodes that he was in.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is by far the most impactful death of the series so far. I mean, by a country mile. People can say Jim, people can say
Jackie.
Amy, Jackie. Nah, it's Otis, and it's not even close. Like,
no, nowhere near.
So yeah, then we've seen the flashback, and then it continues with Shane. He's given some of clothes, and Maggie's like, here's some clothes. They probably won't fit though. They were Otis's, and Shane's just looking as if, what the fuck did I do? Then he shaves his head, turns into the heel look, and that's pretty much it.
Stone Cold Steve Shane. And let's talk about if it was Brandon Tatum justified or not. Did he do the right thing?
No.
Could they have made it out both alive? I think they could have. But it put it at risk
no, but
I
mean, no, you're looking at it that way, right? But obviously not the way Shane's done it. Shane's not. So you think he just done it for I'm going to shoot this guy for a cool action scene?
He did it to ensure he'd get out, but I still think they could have both made it out. But it put both of them at risk, putting it that way. Yes or no?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that. I don't think he's a complete fucking arsehole because he wanted Otis to go on without him. I think Shane's priority wasn't saving himself. I think it was saving Carl.
His logic there is, well, if this guy ain't gonna go and sacrifice me, then I have to sacrifice him because we're both not making it.
Yeah.
And yeah, but Shane. But I don't think with Shane done here. I don't think Rick wouldn't have done the same.
I don't know if Rick would have done it this early, like later seasons.
Carl?
Yeah. I don't think Rick does it. Nah, Rick hasn't shown any signs.
Don't know. I think Rich
Rick
comes to that shove for like Carl, he might.
Well, I don't know. Rick was happy to fucking leave Carl and go and retrieve fucking Merle on the roof. I mean, fucking Shane wasn't. Merle, guy wouldn't fucking piss on you if you were dying of first.
I need piss.
So
right, we have to rate this episode. I'm going to give this episode an 8. I'll get an 8. I liked it.
I'm going to give it an 8. Again, felt horror themed. It felt like survival kind of horror. You felt like drama, not knowing who was going to survive. Especially, I enjoyed the Otis Shane scenes. I kind of wish there was a bit more. I felt like those scenes did kind of were the highlight of the episodes or the episode. Sometimes like Laurie and Rick just fucking greeting over Carl. It was some bad acting for Carl as well.
See another thing.
There is chemistry between Glenn and Maggie as well. Like I think you know.
See when Glenn and T-Dog show up, why isn't Glenn told to go in and fucking help them?
What can he do? Oh, you mean to help Shane and...
Aye. If you realistically think about it, if Glenn shows up there, I mean, if he has the fan ready or whatever he brings ready, that helps him big time. He can distract the walkers.
Couldn't Glenn just turn around and say, why is Laurie not going to help?
He could. Oh no, definitely.
Oh, I need to be here for Carl. Probably the shite she'd come out with.
But you know what?
I'm getting it an 8 too.
It was half justified from Shane, but I feel sorry for Otis.
I can see why he done it, like, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
had to be done looking back, I think.
yeah, I mean.
They gave Otis the option of fucking doing it basically, and Otis didn't want to do it, and Shane went, well, we have to do it.
Maybe he should have been more up front. It's like, here, Otis, if you don't leave me behind, I'm just going
to... Imagine he miscounted it and he pointed the gun at his leg and fucking... no bullets.
That would be awkward, wouldn't it?
Shit. Well, fat man, I'm going to outrun you.
I suppose. Anyway, that's it. We're both giving it an 8, so 8 out of 10. Yeah, no, season 2 started pretty strong. Although, from what I remember, this is where season 2 begins to go downhill for about 4 episodes. So, aye.
Let's find it.
Enjoy.
Why is he still coming? Shit episodes. Why are they still coming? Till then, peace.